Joining us now, Ben Wikler. He's the chairman of the Wisconsin Democratic Party. Mr. Wikler, good to see you. Thank you for being with us. We've tried our best to explain the complexities, the differences in Wisconsin that some of our viewers may have from their own state. But this occurrence of these Stop the Steal advocates at the local level is disconcerting for a number of reasons.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you're covering this. I'm glad to be with you. Wisconsin was the tipping point state in 2016 and 2020. It's the state that handed the presidency first to Trump, I'm sorry to say, and then to Joe Biden. And in 2022, we're going to elect our governor, who ultimately certifies the state's election results in November. If Governor Evers is reelected, he will continue his vow to protect the right to vote and make sure our elections are secure. The Republicans running, like Rebecca Clayfish, has refused to rule out signing bills that would put the state legislature in charge of deciding who won. And what happens in November in that all-important governor's race will be shaped by what happens in Wisconsin in these local spring elections. You have people like Melinda Eck, who organized a Stop the Steal protest outside of City Hall in Green Bay, our third largest city in our state. She's running for city council on a slate of conspiracy theorist Stop the Stealers in that city. And the primary is coming up in 1 week, and we are organizing the living daylights out of these local races because they're often decided by just a few votes. If you get on the phone right now and call voters in Green Bay, you can help turn out the voters who make sure that the Stop the Steal team doesn't take over that city's city council, which has enormous control over the municipal clerk who administers the election, the budget for election administration, and a dozen other things.
You make an interesting point here, because I'd be thinking for my municipal elections, I'd be looking for candidates who are going to deal with policing and roads and schools and garbage collection and things like that. So why would anybody care to vote for somebody who's a Stop the Steal advocate? But your point is valid, that turnout for local elections is very, very low. So the ability to win in a local election it can be with very few voters.
This is the thing. Wisconsin elections over and over come down to a hair's breadth. 4 out of the last 6 presidential elections here came down to less than 1 percentage point. Our governor's race in 2018, Governor Evers was elected with a 1.1 percentage point margin. That's 2 or 3 voters per precinct in our state. If you look at De Pere, Wisconsin, it's a smaller city. Kelly Rue is one of the fraudulent electors. She's on the city council in De Pere. She was just subpoenaed by the January 6th committee, and she's running for re-election. Running against her is a candidate who is actually a poll worker who believes in free and fair and secure elections. So these races could shape whether voters are turned away, whether if someone has an error on their absentee ballot, they get a phone call about it so they can fix it. That can shape statewide outcomes, and statewide outcomes in Wisconsin can shape national outcomes in 2024. If we want to stop the coup in 24, we've got to obsess over local elections right now.
Yeah, I want to underscore this point, because you're saying this caused Ezra Klein to write an op-ed for the New York Times in which he cited you saying, if you want to fight for the future of American democracy, you shouldn't spend all day talking about the future of American democracy. These local races that determine the mechanics of American democracy are the ventilation shaft in the Republican Death Star. These races get zero national attention. They hardly get local attention. Turnout is often lower than 20%, which means people who actually engage have a superpower. The point you're making tonight, the point that our viewers have to hear wherever they live in the country, particularly if they live in Wisconsin, is that you've got that superpower, literally registering to vote, literally showing up to vote, attending school board meetings, attending city council meetings, and knowing who's on the ballot could be the mechanism for saving democracy in this country.
That's absolutely right. And I want to underscore something. No matter where you live in the country, you can join our virtual phone banks. We're calling voters all this weekend, and we'll be calling them through the primaries on February 15th through the local elections on April 5th. If you go to WisDems.org/volunteer, you can sign up, and volunteers across the country can make those reminder calls. We don't need to persuade hardcore Trumpists to vote for pro-democracy candidates. If we just remind people who voted for Joe Biden in Wisconsin in 2020 that there are local elections coming up in the next few weeks, that can make all the difference. And if they vote this spring, they're definitely voting this fall. So you're helping throw out Ron Johnson and reelecting Governor Evers at the same time. It's such a powerful act, and it's extra powerful because so few people on either side do it. Right-wing talk radio right now in Wisconsin is pushing these slates of candidates like Melinda Eck in Green Bay that are opposed to our democracy. And we need to organize harder than they are. We have to care about it more. Whoever works harder in these elections wins. They're not millions of dollars of TV ads. It's just person after person making phone calls when it gets a little warmer, knocking on doors. That work will determine what happens in our democracy at the local level, which scales up to the whole country.
I'm going to pause and leave it there because that is the point that I think people have to understand. Ben, thanks for making it so strongly. Ben Wikler is the chairman of the Wisconsin Democratic Party. We appreciate your time.